Yo, it's your boy. Call me Mitzi back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So I saw a lot of people have been having a little bit of trouble with Labrynth. I understand this deck is kind of different, so I'm gonna try to walk you guys through a little bit more. I have a lot of replays saved that I was gonna show off later, but thought why not share them now? So we're gonna go through a couple of replays that I have saved from the rank ups, and hopefully these can help you guys see where I play and what I do against certain decks, because I'm sure that some of what's messing you guys up is the timing. So I'm going to try to help you guys out with the timing, but I do want you guys all to know this deck in no way, shape, or form is perfect. So it's not, you know, the best deck. It still struggles going second like any other trap heavy deck does. So what you're going to have to do is kind of play conservative with your resources and try to play smart around whatever your opponent's doing. We're going to go into this first game. This first game is against a Pendulum Cash Chira. So we're going to go ahead and see what happens. And I'm going to let you guys know now, these are all Labrynth games. The only changes is that Lava Golem was removed and we put in a second Ice Dragon and the third evenly matched. So these are already games you've seen. I already explained why I don't like Lava Golem, but if you guys didn't hear, because it's not really good going first, and going second it can conflict with Pot of Duality, so we prefer evenly matched because it's also it's a trap, so kind of nice. So he's going to summon he summoned 2 monsters and he was going to summon a third here, and before he got 2 level 4s out. So this is a big play that the Shizu tier like to do. They get 2 level 4s out and make a rank 4 play. So I Rivalry of the Warlord so that he has to choose which type he wants to keep. He keeps the Ogre, and we saw him strike Ogre so that he can't banish any more cards from the top of our deck. And we still have our second Pot of Extravagance, so we're going to use that. Is Max C, which does nothing. Set 2 pass. So now that we have Lady in our hand, this is going to be our extender, okay? So you guys want to keep Lady protected. Don't flip Epidemic early. You're going to want to keep Lady in your hand until you're going to get ready to like start your plays. So he banishes a Unicorn, and the reason he did that is because preparations can summon on any turn, okay? So you guys need to keep this card in mind. It can summon on any turn a monster that was banished or in their hand. So keep that card in mind. You really want to get rid of that with Tears of the Overroot if you can. So he adds a Birth searches, and he's going to be able to summon a monster from the graveyard. This one summons from the graveyard or the banish. He has nothing in the banish, but in the graveyard he has this one, which is a water, so we flip Goes and Match. Okay, so that's kind of how we're doing that. He gets rid of our PSY Frame Lord. It's not going to do anything, so... we activate Terrors to get rid of Preparation, and Terrors is one of the best normal traps, because it can activate against traps, spells, monsters, and even if they get rid of the card that was in the graveyard that you're trying to replace it with, you'll still remove the card on the field. So just really look out for Terrors. It's a good card. And then we use Compulsory so we can get another normal trap, and then we're hoping to be able to kill soon. Probably should have summoned. I should have set Big Welcome here, but it doesn't really change our play because we wouldn't be able to OTK this turn. We set a D barrier because we looked in his graveyard and we saw the Cash Chira and Tyranny monsters. So now we have a play against the XYZ and against the Fusion. And now that we have another monster, like another big monster, we're going to use Epidemic to pop any spells so this Cash Chira Birth won't be able to do anything. Okay. Then Ice Dragon Prison is going to be able to activate on any Cash Chira monster, they're all psychic, so it's very useful against Cash Chira. Gets another Preparations, summons Ogre, but we have Rivalry and Goes Him Up, so Ice Dragon does kind of conflict with those cards. Just keep that in mind. Gonna be able to attack into this. Then we'll set back Tears of the Overroot and he surrenders. But we would have been able to use Tears of the Overroot to reset the second Cash Chira Birth, and that would have been pretty much GG's after that. Alright, next game is against Branded Branded Magician. Okay, so some of you guys are struggling a little bit against Branded. I'm going to try to show you guys how to beat them. Okay, he's gonna summon, add, Branded Fusion. This is a going second game. Alright, so he summons Masquerade instead of Mirror Jade, and I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't change a thing for us. Masquerade or Mirror Jade, neither of them are gonna affect any of these traps. We're gonna search Lord with Pot at all 5 because they don't have a way to destroy our back row. And then on next summon, we're planning on Torrential Tributing. We're gonna use this. He's gonna send to special summon with Dark Magician. We Torrential Tribute the board, and there you go. That is how I always beat Branded. Right there. And now we have enough to kill him already. We're gonna summon Lady. I don't know if he surrenders here. He just lets me kill him, but this would be an OTK. Game 2. Game 3 is against a Valence Draco. Okay. Like a Pendulum deck with Valence Draco. Alright, we start with Lady in hand, and we start with Lovely too. I'm gonna go ahead, summon the Shinonumi. Summons, searches a monster, adds a Pendulum monster, and then he moves Column, which lets him activate the effect, search a monster, summons Heavy Metal, which sends it to the extra deck, summons another monster, which summons a monster from the Pendulum Zone, pops a card, and then he gets to draw a card because the card was popped. He gets to draw another card. Pendulum can't Pendulum activate yet because beyond the Pendulum. And then he Pendulum summons. Doesn't Pendulum summon a monster in the hand, which is weird. Sends Maxi. Gets the Rock, the Dino. Activate, so we can't. Pretty much what this end board is we can't special summon. Sorry, we can't use spells. Neither player can special summon. And then if a card is destroyed, you can inflict damage. Discards a searcher, discards a searcher. And both of these are pen summons. So it's pretty much no summons and no spells. Just fine with us. We're going to activate Lord. We're going to fake the battle and just bet all 3 of our traps. And this is another good thing to know. I think I remember this game. He's going to add a rock monster. We're going to Solemn Strike that so he can't activate it. We're going to activate Lord of the Heavenly Prison so that we'll be able to search a trap. And we're going to use Epidemic soon. And the reason why is because these monsters that are in the trap zone are actually considered traps. Or sorry, spells. They're considered spells while they're face up like this in the spell trap zone. So we're going to activate, summon. We're going to summon our Lovely from our hand. Using Big Welcome because we have no other way to summon Lovely. So keep that in mind. Lovely usually needs to be summoned with Big Welcome, especially from the hand, because if she's in your hand, then you're gonna really have no other way to summon her. All right. But what this lets us do is we can summon Lady, we can summon Lord, and then we can draw. We set pot, we pop a card, and then we can use Eradicator and pop another card. So we get to destroy his entire back row, get to destroy his traps, and we get to pop a monster. We destroy that so that he can't make a Zeus play. That was kind of the big deal for me. So he wouldn't make Zeus. He makes an Underworld Goddess, which is under skill drain. It's 3,000 damage. But we still have Lady in hand, remember, because we sent it back with Big Welcome. So that's kind of the big play. Now we still have a play as long as we can activate a normal trap. We're gonna activate Pot of Extravagance, and he hasn't banished anything, so we're not going to set Impure Iron Wall, but Solemn Strike can be useful. We know that in his hand he has a trap. I don't remember which trap, but we saw it with Epidemic. And we also know that he has Nibiru, which is a useless card. So we're going to send another Fiend monster that he has back. And then we're going to banish both these fiends. Oh, I guess we didn't do that because this isn't a fiend. But that let us activate our lady because normal trap was activated, and since we have a level 8 fiend monster on the field, Big Welcome can spin back our monster. So remember Big Welcome's second effect, if you can banish it, it's so nice. It's so nice, it's like a compulsory in your pocket. Set, we can activate. Attack. He draws, so he has like Nibiru, Lava Golem, and like one trap. Or that spell, sorry, which lets him summon. And that was game 3, I think. Game 4 against a Thunder Dragon. Oh no, sorry, Gizmic. Yeah, Danger Gizmic. So let's check it out. I think the better games actually happen in the second half, so maybe I should split this video into 2 parts because these are, you know, Masters 5, but a couple games from Masters, 3 that were pretty good, I think. Really good hand right here. This is a really good hand. Activates, summons. So I think this card, it says that let me read. You can target 1 card on the field except this one, destroy it, and if you do, you can make up to 2 monsters on the battle phase attack. So I just didn't want him to be able to destroy another card on the field. Like, he would have been able to destroy my card, and then he would have been able to attack twice with a monster he summoned. So instead we destroy it early, we activate Big Welcome, and then in the end phase Q-Head reboots us because we activate Big Welcome, which is kind of insane. We get to set Imperial Iron Wall. I don't remember why we set Imperial Iron Wall, but now we have Lord. Get to activate Big Welcome, summon, sends back to our hand, so we'll activate it again. Search with Trap Trick, which I misplayed a little bit here. I shouldn't have Trap Tricked. I should have just I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have set Imperial Iron Wall. That's a right play. I should have set a different normal trap, like a Big Welcome. He harpies us, so this is kind of funny. He harpied us, and we have Lord of the Heavenly Prison. So this is one of the few games that Lord of the Heavenly Prison is kind of important. But if you guys don't need to summon Lord, this is the reason why. It's good to keep it in the hand because now we just negated harpies. He's going to try to summon, but if you send a field spell before it activates its effect, it'll fizzle. And then we summon Lord so that we can activate Epidemic in case he has a rival, or sorry, in case he has an evenly matched. And he does have an evenly matched set. So I was like kind of considering the spells of the traps. He has an evenly matched set. So he's going to be able to pop a card. And guess what? We have Imperial Iron Wall. So I guess we kind of knew. Maybe we just assumed that he had Imperial or evenly matched. I don't know. I cannot tell you. But yeah, he got read like a book. And then the next game is against Heroes. Okay, a long game against Heroes. We go first. This is a good hand too. I'm not gonna go into everything for this game. It was a 9-turn game, so let's just see what happened. And okay, I might be fast forwarding, but you guys should really try to learn the effects that the other deck is doing so that you can learn the choke points, so you know when to stop them. Because right now, for example, I could probably activate a compulsory to send a monster back, or I can use Welcome Labrynth or even a Key Barrier, but I'm just gonna wait and see what he does in case he has another effect after, because I know that he's not gonna do anything quite yet. So now he's going to add a polymerization. Gets a special summon. This lets him link off. And I know this card, this Crossout Hero, is one of the cards that lets him summon the Lubel or whatever, the level 2 monster that doesn't let you special summon, so I was just gonna get rid of this monster before he did anything. And then I'll chain Big Welcome so that I can summon a monster and have a pop one with it. There's the ashes. So. And then he gets, oh, that's why, because he had Elemental Hero Stratus, so now he can destroy every trap on the board. We said Big Welcome. He's gonna destroy it anyways, so now if we can get a Big Welcome on the field, should be okay. We also have a Welcome Labrynth already in the graveyard, so this is gonna be a game about recovery, I guess. We have a Torrential Tribute. See, he doesn't have enough to kill me yet, so you need to summon one more. If he summons one more, then we get to activate Torrential. He's gonna special summon. So the reason I didn't activate Torrential on this one was because I read the effect and it said when this card is summoned, you're gonna special summon one. You got to special summon this, and I searched, it looked at it, and it said it's gonna add one change quick play spell, which is the Change of Heart, or the Mask change. So he's gonna special summon using a monster on the field. So we Torrential the board before he can get that. Now we get Big Welcome, or sorry, we get Welcome Labrynth back because a monster left the field. And now we have a pop one with Big Welcome. We also drew into it, not funny. No Ash. So of course we're gonna search Lovely because Lovely is gonna be our way to extend our plays. We know that he's a fusion deck, so we're gonna get a D-Barrier, and Big Welcome is gonna be able to make a monster leave the field, so we don't need to wait for a monster to leave yet. Also, Big Welcome is once per turn, so we sent that monster back to the hand, so it can't be used this turn again. He summons it instead. Adds Polymerization. Special summons. And add a monster back to his hand, and then he banishes it to special summon. Lets him fusion summon. And then he chains, so he waited for me to use D-Barrier because he saw that I had D-Barrier already. And then he chained Mask Change, which is a card that he had earlier. Now we're going to summon Welcome, and then we're going to pop this Mask Change because the D-Barrier was, D-Barrier made it so that even fusion monsters are negated, so now that monster is negated. We'll be able to pop that monster, reset a Welcome, and we'll wait for him to play. Get the Crossout back, which lets him add a monster back, special summon it into the next monster, which is actually 3400, so it's kind of hard to beat over. But we have a Big Welcome still in the graveyard because of last turn, so we'll be able to spin it back. Now with Lady, we're going to set Dogmatica so that we have replayability for next turn. Then we're going to spin back with Big Welcome back, go into the next turn. He gets the fusion summon by banishing. Makes an absolute 0. I'm gonna wait for him to summon another monster because then Dogmatica can pop 2 cards. So before he gets into the battle phase and activates Elemental Heroes Neos, we use Dogmatica, but then he uses Neos on it anyways. So now it's 5,000 damage. We're gonna use Terrors to send that monster so it won't be able to destroy either of our monsters, and then we'll set Ash. And now we'll be able to summon Big Welcome back. He destroys our monster so that he's able to set this monster back in the field. But at this point, it's already game over because we have enough to kill. That's this game. Alright, on to the next one. This is against Cash Chira. Alright, we go second against Cash Chira. See what he does. Summons Unicorn. Adds Birth. Summons Rise Heart. Banishes cards. He gets to summon with Birth. Gets Fenrir. Summons the Mind Hacker. Gets to banish a card from our extra deck. That lets him banish cards from our main deck. And before our turn has even started, he's already banished fucking 8 cards. That's 3 passes. So now it's our turn. Get to draw. Get a big welcome. Sorry, we get a welcome Labrynth. Activate Lord. As we activate Lord, he'll get to activate both Ogre and Unicorn. Banishes a card from the extra deck and from the main deck. But we get to see what we're about to draw into, so. He banishes a lady. Oh, never mind. He's already banished. Look at this. He's banished 20 cards before I've even done anything. Anyways, I think at this point you guys can see I don't have Lava Golem in there anymore. Maybe I do. I don't really think I do though. So this is the main deck. This is when we were running it. He's activating this effect to add another Cash Chira monster, but we skill drain this. He tries to banish a monster because we activated a trap. So we're gonna activate Lord and set a card. And if you can get Lord and set Imperial Iron Wall, that card is really freaking good against Cash Chira. So now we set Imperial Iron Wall, summon the big welcome, then turn changes. Now we can get a Pot of Extravagance. We banish cards so that we can draw. Sadly, we only get another Pot of Extravagance, which is not very useful, and then we get a Pot of Duality. But we do have Imperial Iron Wall set, so now he can't banish any cards. And we'll be able to reset Big Welcome next turn. We use Dogmatica to start popping monsters. We're gonna pop his back row, pop his monster, get Big Welcome back, and destroy as many monsters as we can. Then we're gonna search our traps, see what we can get. We get Eradicator because we see how many set cards he has. And also, this Preparation's Birth is going to summon the monster every turn. So we're going to try to destroy that. He makes Shangri-La. And we saw him strike that because we don't have a monster to beat over it yet. And then he spends 3000 HP to summon the Ascension Thunder or whatever this is. We summon our second lady. Not sure why we don't summon. I think our Lovely's already banished. Yeah, so Lovely's banished. Otherwise we would summon Lovely there. But we have Eradicator at this point, so once he activated that trap card, we would have activated Eradicator, and it would have been game. That was a 6-turn game, but it was pretty good. And then this is against branded Predaplant. Alright. We get to go first. Pretty decent hand. This branded opening gets Alibir, but we saw him strike it so that he can't get branded fusion in the graveyard. And then we Impure Iron Wall because I think he was going into battle phase. Then he ends turn, so he tears with the Overroot and reset the Alibir so that we can stop him from doing whatever that set card was. Now we have another Solemn Strike in case he searches again. We battle Alibir. See what he gets. He ends phase so we can attack. Get Lava Golem. Oh, I guess we were still running Lava Golem. Oh man, I hate this card. I hate this card now. You guys can see. In this situation even, I would rather have evenly matched in case he got rid of my back row. Solemn Strike. He ends turn again. Attack. Now we have a Torrential if he ever gets to Mirror Jade. It's kind of the play. Gets Mirror Jade, we Torrential. He doesn't have a summon, so we use our Welcome Labrynth, but he ashes. Now we can destroy the monster that he's summoning. We have Dogmatica, so that's pretty good against Alibir. Or Mirror Jade. And then he summons Maxi, and that was the game. That's how you beat Branded. I mean, you just Solemn Strike the effects if you can. That card is so good. I really love Solemn Strike. Alright, oops, I didn't even check the deck type. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Lava Golem again. See? Alright, let's see if maybe Lava Golem's good this game. He summons Fenrir. Makes a... Okay, so would you rather have Lava Golem or Evenly Matched? I personally think Evenly Matched is better here, but I think they do the same thing. They pretty much do the same thing. We Lava Golem. He gets to add that card back. We activate, set 3, pass. He burns for 1,000. We summon Welcome, but he ashes us. We let him ash because we're going to summon Lord anyway so that he can't destroy us. And then he has a Harpy's Feather Duster. So this is another game that, this is why you want to have Lord. That, get big Welcome, or we get Welcome Labrynth, because if another trap leaves, we can just activate it there, and then we'll also be able to summon Lady now. So, now we get another big Welcome. We make a card leave the hand, and that lets us summon, lets us get back Welcome Labrynth. Now we can attack. 500 HP. Summons. I get to add a trap because he summons. Send Lord back to the hand. He gets to banish a face-up card on the field. I get to destroy a card. Now Lady's gone, but oh yeah, that was why this game was funny. He had 500 HP left, and that trap, or that spell, anytime it is sent, it gets sent back to the top of his deck, and it costs him 500. So he has to do that. And yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. He kind of killed himself there. And then this game is against Cash Chira, just pure Cash Chira. Lava Golem really did show up a lot. Summons Unicorn. Banishes so he can draw. And then he evenly matches us. He uses Big Welcome so that we can just have the monster in our hand. He uses Birth, and that lets him summon from the banish. We activate this, and then that lets him banish from our extra deck. Gets preparation too, so he had a full back row, but he can't target our Lady now. We get to search a trap. Get evenly matched. Is that it? Could have gotten Trap Trick there. Maybe Trap Trick would have been better, but he didn't have any monsters, so I thought it would be good to have this, and then plus we can't target set cards because of Lord of Heavenly Prison. I knew that he was going to summon again, so now we'll be able to battle. And then we can just destroy, banish a card that he doesn't. So I kind of fucked up, but it lets me get a big Welcome. Yeah, it would definitely have been better to get a Trap Trick there. Part of the reason why this game went so long. And then we go ahead, call spell cards, and then we pop his entire hand. He has Maxine the Beer in his hand. And yeah, that was this game. Opponent's deck. Last one is Cash Chira with Evil Eyes. Cool. Kinda cool. Alright. Set 3 pass. That's an Evil Eye. And I saw he was banishing but add cards, so I just activate Imperial Iron Wall. Because he has 2 monsters. He goes into his Evil Eye big monster. And I definitely should have popped this monster. I should have popped this card, like the spell. I popped the card in his hand instead. That lets him gain HP. So he does it again, and now he's bigger than any of my monsters and most of my dogmatic punishment targets. But instead we make a black luster soldier, so this is the one game that my extra deck actually came in. We attack into his other monster, because when black luster is activated, we can we could have banished this card. Okay, in hindsight, what we should have done is we should have just banished this card. Then he goes into Access Code Talker, but I don't think he realizes that Impure Iron Wall stops Access Code. He attacks into my Black Luster, so now Black Luster is gone. Trap Trick is useless because of Impure Iron Wall. We get Big Welcome. And the nice thing about having a welcome set is that if we have a big welcome in the grave, then we can deal with access code very easily. He harpies us, but now we can summon with big welcome. And then we can spin back access code. I'm shocked that we didn't summon Lovely. To be honest, in hindsight, what I would have done here is I would have probably summoned Lovely there. But now, since he cleared Impure Iron Wall, we're able to use Trap Trick again. So he gives up. That's the game. Those are all the games that I have saved for the replays. I hope that helps a little bit. I hope you guys are having fun with the deck. I know it's not, perfect, and I'm definitely open to hearing about suggestions. So if you guys want to work with me on it, I know that this deck could definitely be top tier soon. If you guys stick with me in the next month or so, let's see how soon we can get Masters again, because honestly, I think after Chira is gone, this deck is going to skyrocket in power. So yeah, thanks everyone everyone stayed by. Appreciate y'all who were watching. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. Stay tuned. Adios. Good luck. Have fun, boys.